There's a lot on TikToks. David had talked about mental health issues like bipolar disorder. Do you think the internet rumor mill is helping or hurting in this case?
So at the beginning, I think Reddit was like this incredible source. There were some people that did some amazing digging and turned up some stuff that probably wouldn't have been brought forward. But as this is dragged on, and now I feel that's turned. We see this a lot where it's just people need something right away, so they're just coming out with wild speculations, or they're just there to basically cause drama about every single thing. Basically, everybody starts turning on everybody, and especially on investigators. I get it. I don't even go there anymore. But at the beginning, it was a huge asset because people were like, "Hey, I pulled this from the Discord. I got this. I found this person was tagged in this," and it was great. But now I think it didn't hit this threshold where it was like there wasn't really any new information. So it was like, let's just turn it ugly, and then it starts doing damage, and that's where for investigators, that's where it loses its the benefit, and it maintains that kind of that bad name. So, but at the beginning, I think it was helpful, not so much anymore.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the internet stuff there can be some like amazingly good sleuths on Reddit. I mean, like some of this stuff people turn up is amazing. Yeah. However, it can also be a big dumpster fire. So you got to be careful with all that stuff.
But there are amazing. So, you look at Don't F with Cats, the documentary, and it shows that there are some people out there that have some amazing ability to, uncover these things. And in fact, Body from that documentary is one of the people that I consult with on cases. And so there are some really helpful people, but then, the ugly side comes out.
Well, Steve Fischer, it's been so great talking with you. We will keep a close eye on this and your tweets. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you very much for having me.
So just to reiterate, there have been no suspects named publicly in this case. The toxicology results, which could take weeks or even months to come back from the lab, could tell us a lot about how Celeste died. So stay tuned. Law and Crime will stay on top of this case for you, and we will let you know if David eventually breaks his silence through his lawyer or on social media. Stay tuned. I'm Annette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me for this episode of Crime Fix. I'll see you back here next time.
How certain are you that this video of the car driving away from David's mansion is the last time it drove and ended up at the spot where it was abandoned, likely with that body inside?
I'm certain. Listen, I can't say 100% because there's not a camera trained on that Tesla once it's parked, continuously that I've seen. I mean, there likely is a camera, but I've seen the car driven to that spot, and with the dates, with the date that it was, and they left town right after that. I'm certain that is the last time the car was driven. It was put there with her, in the front trunk.
And there's one weird detail about what you could, well, there's a lot of weird details, and I'm going to get to what you saw through the driver's side window in a second. But there was an air freshener that was found in the car at this point that we see on our screen, where it was abandoned. Was that air freshener also hanging from the rear view mirror when it drove off from David's house?
It wasn't, but the window was half to 3/4 of the way down, which is odd because it was a very short drive. And also at that, on that day, this is the very end of July 29th, it was like 78 degrees at that time in the morning, or 77 degrees. And if it was on the street where the house is, so it's shaded by the house. So, if you're going to, I don't know why the window would be rolled down unless there's something, offensive there. And then all of a sudden, one of the first things that I picked up on when the news first broke about her being found in there, where they were towing the car away from the impound lot to LAPD, was why on a $104,000 car is there a Christmas tree air freshener hanging from the mirror? It seemed kind of odd to me, but I guess maybe they thought that would help, mask it for when they had to move the car again.
if there was that smell at that time, because again, we have no idea when Celeste started decomposing in that trunk. We don't know if she'd been decomposing in the trunk for a long time before it ended up being, the car ended up being abandoned. But talk to me about the date of this video, July 29th, and talk to me about what you saw. What did you see in terms of the identity of the person driving through that open window?
So it's very clearly that Tesla, one, because the Tesla has that tape on the rear spoiler for whatever reason. I don't know why it's there. And also, it was just like it is in that picture. It was that dirty, except you could tell that they had run the windshield wiper like once to clear the dirt away so they could see. And it comes very close to the camera, although there is some motion blur, but you can see the person and you can see what they're wearing, something pretty distinctive. And there's photos that I have from 12 hours earlier, a person at the house wearing the same thing.
And I know that the viewers right now are screaming at the TV set saying, Ashleigh, ask him who it was.
I honestly wish I could tell you. I don't want to, I don't want to interfere with LAPD on that. And I think that's coming because we know a crime was committed 100%. Somebody concealed her body.